What's up guys, Eric here from Eric and Miles, and today I'm going to be going over my settings for low light video with the Sony lines. Alright, so this is my A6300. I just picked this up a couple days ago, but these same settings work and these same principles can go over all your cameras like my A7. So the first thing I want to talk about is the f-stop. Usually you're going to want to go as low as possible, or as wide open as possible, the f-stop. This is a 2.8 lens and I would recommend f2.8 or a faster lens. Like a lot of the Sigma line is 1.4 and that's the ideal aperture you'd want, but 2.8 works. I wouldn't recommend anything higher than f4 though. I'm gonna keep mine at 2.8 and go to live view, and you can see it's pretty bright. The next tip is shoot in the highest possible resolution. This camera goes to 4K, but I know a lot go to 1080 and that works, so just highest possible 1080, and instead of 24 frames you're going to want to shoot 30 frames, and then with that you can use the double shutter speed rule. So whatever your frame rate is, you're going to double that and that will be your shutter speed. Since it's 30 frames, I'm going to go 60, and as you can see it's not much different, 50 and 60. So if you're going to shoot 24, you're not getting as much, but you could use 24 frames if you absolutely need it. 60 is the shutter speed. Now we're gonna get into ISO. The ISO I found this camera can use up to is about 3200. Not the best, but it works. So 3200 is pretty good. I found my A7 actually has a better low light sensor than this. I'm assuming that's because of the full frame, but not exactly sure. The A7 you can use up to about 6400 or 8000 in better lighting conditions, but yeah, those are my settings basically for low light. I can't really think of anything else to get that better. Of course, you're gonna want as much possible lighting as you can, preferably natural light, but I know that doesn't always work. Right now, I'm lighting this with a portable little LED panel, and you can see that's what it looks like without the light, and I can boost this up to ISO 6400 and you can see it's a tiny bit noisy but not too bad. So yeah, that's what I found works the best with these cameras. Let's get back to the view. So yeah, those are my low light settings. It's different for every camera your ISO is, but pretty much those principles you can apply to every camera. Like this, the EOS M, the highest I can use this up to get a semi-clean image is 800 ISO, and that is terrible. This is 800 ISO at f3.5. Just remember, the ISO you always want to test and make sure before you shoot, because sometimes 6400 will look terrible, sometimes it'll look great. Sometimes 1600 will look terrible, like unusable, and sometimes it'll look great. And that all depends on the cameras. With Sony's, I found the low light is a lot better, and that's kind of a known fact. But so yeah, that's the video. Let me know in the comments if you want to see any other tips for my videography. I'd be happy to share. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Consider sharing with a friend if you thought this video was helpful. Check out some other videos, and I will see you tomorrow.
At a Clippers game on the court side, watch a nigga shoot like a 4-5. They mad at me too, I got more fire. Why these bitches see you go